Afternoon baseball now, and a fine Sunday for our national pastime from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Today we wrap up the homestand with the third of three between the Tampa Bay Rays and the New York Yankees. Should see some great battles out of these two next on the show. Luis Severino gets the assignment for the rubber match in this series. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, remember, guys, he's a young pitcher, still garnering a lot of experience, and he has a lot of upside. If he continues to improve, he's going to be around this league for a very long time. I can't wait to watch him in this one.
Kevin Kiermaier makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike one. You know, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here, EK. They've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
And right after the game, they're off to begin a 9-game road trip. So they'd love to finish this homestand off with a victory.
Line toward the alley in left center. Now a reach, and he takes a tumble here, but hangs on for the first out. Nice. Time now for a look at the Rays' starting 9. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, they're facing a guy today that throws a lot of strikes, so you're going to have to be aggressive early in the count, but get the ball up in the zone. Shorten up a little bit, put the ball in play.
Logan Forsythe will stand in, and he wasn't much of a factor yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the loss. In tied at 93, ball 1. A very comfortable afternoon for baseball. 61 degrees our game time temperature. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew working this one. Behind the plate is Eric Summersgill.
Well, I think Summersgill is pretty well liked as an umpire, but if he gets any gruff, it seems like it's often coming from right-handed batters on pitches they don't think they can reach. I'm curious if we'll see any of that in this one.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Looked like an out. And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at the Yankees defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, one of the most exciting things we're going to have an opportunity to see in this one, the throwing arm of that catcher. He absolutely has a cannon. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you ever saw him on the mound someday. We'll get an opportunity to watch him in this one.
Pedro Florimon will stride forward now, looking to keep that hit streak alive. Currently at 6 games entering play. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Right 3 called, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Rays. Tampa Bay nothing. Yankees coming up. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Erasmo Ramirez, the Nicaraguan-born pitcher, gets the call to start in this one. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, he's got an ERA of under 3.5, which is pretty decent for a starter. Pretty good chance that we'll see a good start from him here in this one.
Byron Buxton comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Byron Buxton.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Souza is camped under this one. 1 pitch, 1 away. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Steve, how do they send these fans home happy here today?
Well, guys, this is a power-heavy.
Striding into the box, Trace Thompson. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Into the windup and the pitch. They enter this one off a loss after winning 5 of 7 prior to that.
So I'm expecting this to be the best game of the three.
Strike three on a pitch in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Thompson. Now, let's give you a look at the defensive alignment for Tampa Bay. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, the center fielder in this one, as good as anybody out there in the field. Has a lot of speed, can cover a lot of ground, and most importantly, he's very reliable.
Will Myers will take his first swings here, and as you can see, not a lot going right for him offensively here in this first month of the year. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This is skied out to deep center field. Back goes Kiermaier, still ranging back. Gone! A solo shot here off the bat of Will Myers as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead.
I tell you, that's the perfect storm there. A power pitcher on the mound throwing a hard fastball to a power hitter at the plate. He takes a big swing and squares it perfectly. I mean, that's as long a home run as you're going to see.
Batting fourth.
Here's Starlin Castro. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Down the third baseline. But this will wind up a foul ball. Strike two. Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Skied into straightaway right. Dickerson's there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Yankees are off and running early thanks to the solo home run. Second inning coming up. It's now 1-0 New York. Corey Dickerson will get his first shot down, and he's seen that average climb a bit here recently thanks to what he's done over the course of these last 5 ball games. First offering on its way. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Hammers it to deep right field. Thompson looking up. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And with it, the Rays have drawn even at 1 apiece.
You just can't throw that pitch right there. That swing tells a story right there. I mean, he got all of that one. Remember, he homered in yesterday's ball game too, so he's riding a pretty good hot streak these past couple of days.
Here's Steve Pearce now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 264 is average entering play. 3 homers and 11 RBIs. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Well, this is a stroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. as he comes up empty on a pitch right down the middle for strike one. He'll come into this one with an average way down at 235. 1 home run, 9 driven in. And Longoria swings right through that one as he's behind 0-2 now. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Boy, this has been a real nice series for him so far. That's 6 strikeouts right now in this series alone. Man, that's a rough weekend at the ballpark.
Here's the first baseman, James Loney. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. But the Rays are able to knock things up on the solo home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. All even at 1 apiece. Joey Gallo will stand in, and as you can see the big number there, he's up over 400 to begin the campaign.
And I think it's just a little too early to get overly excited about this guy, but we all know he's very capable of keeping this up over the course of the season.
The windup and the 0-1. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Dickerson is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning. Stephen Piscotty will come forward now, back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a drive, and a ball sent out to deep left center field. This is into the bullpen, a home run. So a solo shot here to left center field, and the Yankees take the lead. It's 2-1.
Well, this place has a reputation as being a launching pad, and it ain't hard to see why. That's already 3 balls that have left the yard so far, and I would doubt sincerely that'll be the last.
Batting 7.
Standing in now, Trey Turner. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
Well, we're going to see a lot more of this because this is a guy who's let it be known that he will work inside. He'll even back you off the plate if he has to.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. Grounded to third. Longoria's got it. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Batting 8. Catcher,
Gary Sanchez will stand in now as he was reinserted back into the lineup here after taking a needed day off yesterday. Here's the first pitch to him. Heading out towards shallow right. Dickerson has a read on it, and that's the 3rd out. Yankees do get 1 on the solo homer. We've played 2. 2-1 New York. A look there at the most famous urban park in the United States, Central Park, set to go again here from Yankee Stadium. Steven Souza is into the box as we are all set to begin the 3rd. First delivery to him on the way. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
Boys, that's 99 right through him.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Boy, tough slider right there, had him leaning back. I don't think he could have done anything with that pitch, even if he did swing at it.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And here's a slider, strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Yeah, he essentially tripled up there. That means he threw the same pitch 1, 2, 3 times in a row. You don't see that very often, but it's going to work out for him as he gets the strikeout.
Here's Hank Conger. As he'll swing and lift a foul ball off to the left and out of play. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2.
Well, you could see his mindset at the plate. He's thinking, I got to get out in front here, try to pull something. Didn't really get a good pitch to do that, though, so he's going to have to go grab a seat.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2.
You know a guy throws hard when his changeup's at 89.
Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Yasiel Puig will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame yesterday afternoon.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Now batting, center fielder, Byron Buxton.
Byron Buxton will try it again. He flied out to start the home first.
Not really a good at-bat there. Forget getting out, but he didn't see any pitches as well.
And now the second pitch of the inning is in the air to right. Calling for it, Dickerson. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, right
Stepping
fielder,
in, Trace Thompson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he went down in flames, too. Got him on just 3 pitches.
This is in the air out to left field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases.
First baseman number 25.
Well, this is really a laser right here. You're going to see it pretty much go right over his head out there and left, and it'll one-hop the left field wall. That's going to allow his man to cruise into second with an easy double.
Here's Will Myers as he'll follow one into the dirt and come up empty for the first strike.
Yeah, and you got to be careful that you don't go up there helping them out, especially if you get that feeling that they're trying to work around you.
Lined hard toward right center, and that's in there. Base hit. The run scores from second. It's now 3-1.
Well, it looked like this inning was just about in the books, but then you get the 2-out double to put the man in scoring position. Next hitter follows that up with a base hit here and makes something out of the inning after all.
Here's Starlin Castro. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Throw over to the bag, and he's back standing. A runner on first with 2 away. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Now a throw over to first, and the runner back easily. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
And after 3 straight 2-out hits, that's going to earn a visit from the pitching coach. Now, there's not a whole lot of guesswork as to what he's saying. It's just, look, all we need is one more good pitch from you to get out of this. I know you've got it in you.
Joey Gallo stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the 3rd.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Kiermaier going back on it. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Yankees forced to settle for 1. 3 innings complete. The Yankees lead this one 3-1. Logan Forsythe will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Trying to strike him out for the 2nd time. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Well, pitching like this deserves another look through as we check out the last 4 batters on show track. Here he was striking out the side the previous inning, and he starts things off here with another one. That's 4 in a row now.
Stepping in now, Pedro Florimon. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. On to first, and there were 2 down.
The right fielder, number 10, Corey Dickerson.
Digging in, Corey Dickerson. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Well, that was a fastball that he hit then, so we'll see if they go after him with hard stuff again.
First pitch is a changeup for a called strike.
Boy, he has been a first strike throwing machine, hasn't he? He's hardly been behind in the count all game long.
And this pitch is looked at for a ball, and that'll even the count to the Rays right fielder at 1-1.
Sometimes all it takes is just one call to go against you, like that one right there, and then you get yourself out of your own rhythm. You got to be able to put that behind you and move on.
Line drive to left, and that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
Steve Pearce is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1.
But now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet, not by a long shot.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 left for Tampa. They still trail it here 3-1. Stephen Piscotty is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
In the air, out to right. Moving under it, Dickerson. And that's the first out of the inning. Into the box, Trey Turner. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, ground out last time, but you know, with his speed, that's kind of a big part of the way he plays the game. Put the ball on the ground and force the defense to make a clean, quick play on him, because if they don't, he's safe.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Digging in, Gary Sanchez. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming, here it is. Now a swing, and wouldn't you know it, a 3rd straight fly ball to right. Will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. When we come back, Evan Longoria will start things off. It's the Yankees 3, the Rays 1. And here is Evan Longoria. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Baseman number 3, Evan Longoria.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Well, not only is that 10 strikeouts now, but I'll tell you what, we've still got a few innings to go here. If he keeps throwing the way he is, he can make that number really interesting by the time this one's through.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And striding in is the first baseman, James Loney. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Chopped foul right at home plate. Hits this one hard the other way. On to first as Loney is set down here. 2 away now.
The left fielder number 20, Steven Souza.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Steven Souza. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. Score holds, it's 3-1. Yasiel Puig comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
Hit hard towards second, and they'll start this inning off with a base hit as that one's through. So with the leadoff man reaching base here, let's take a moment to check out this date in baseball history. Byron Buxton will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far. Action in the Rays' pen now as they've got a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And he falls behind 0-2. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Well, you know, when you get 2 strikes on you, you go into that protection mode up there at the plate. Let's see where this pitch winds up. Oh, yeah. That thing's nowhere near the strike zone. And that's a good job of making a guy go fishing for something he didn't really want to hit.
Into the box now, Trace Thompson. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1.
This is where a guy who's been very aggressive around the plate may start thinking about being a little more fine later on in the game. When these guys start thinking, hey, you know what? I'm just going to go up there and jump on the first pitch. You don't even have to throw him something good to hit.
On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Yanks held in check, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Hank Conger will come forward now to start out their half of the sixth, and they found it rough sailing against this starter so far as he's yielded just 2 hits through the first 5.
Not too many hard hit balls there either. He's had them off balance all game.
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1 for that man right there. Just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
He's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked the batter to this point. So his control has been really, really spot on so far.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Here's the 0-1. On, could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
Swing and a line drive. Might have jammed him a little there as this is softly hit and foul off to the left. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Wow, a real sharp break to this thing. It's a slider. He starts it out over the middle of the plate. Now the hitter thinks he's got something that he can handle, and then this thing just makes a beeline right for his hands. That is a tough pitch.
Into the box, Logan Forsythe. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1.
Oh, boy, he is attacking hitters in this one. Another first pitch strike right there, and he's up right around 90% in that category so far.
We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Down in order go the Rays, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Will Myers will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. First pitch of the at-bat.
Nope.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Hit to short. Florimon is up with it, 1 away.
The batter, number 14, second baseman,
Starlin Castro will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Kiermaier. And he makes the catch for the second out.
now batting.
Joey Gallo stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Into the seats, 0-1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
And you know what? Give this guy some credit up there, because this had the looks of a very quick inning. But at least he's been able to stretch his at-bat out a little bit.
3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Drilled to the right side. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers, as the lead remains 3-1. Back here in the Bronx, Yankees leading this one as we get ready to start the 7th. But before we do, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Leading off the inning, Pedro Florimon, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
This guy just continues to pound the strike zone. He's thrown a first pitch strike to 90% of the batters he's faced. Look how late we are into this ball game, and that's the difference for him.
But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
Swing and a miss as he ran that in on him. A ball and 2 strikes.
All afternoon long, this is what we've seen. Guys have just dug their own hole up there by going after pitches that aren't strikes.
Got him. And that's number 15 for the ball game.
Yeah, and on this pitch right here, you got to make up your mind just a little more quickly up there. This is a ball that you got to think about maybe taking to left field, but instead, his swing is just a little bit late. He pulls off a little bit, and now he's going to go sit down.
Steve Pearce will come in now with 2 away, and to this point at least, so much for having the 3, 4, 5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
Slider, and that's in there for strike 2.
Some would say he's showing good patience here, waiting for his pitch.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. They still trail it here, 3-1. Stephen Piscotty steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
Designated hitter, Stephen Piscotty.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Skied into very shallow right. Dickerson is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, the shortstop,
Trey Turner will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kiermaier over to his left. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
now batting,
Gary Sanchez will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
A little bouncer, but it gets foul. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Hit to third. And safe, says the first base umpire, as the throw was too late.
And if this is almost any other guy in baseball, he's going to be out. But he just gets down that line so fast, and he winds up beating this one out.
Yasiel Puig will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
That 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. One left for the Yankees, and it's still 3-1. Dylan Betances is into the ballgame now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Dylan Betances.
Leading off the inning, Evan Longoria, and they'll need him to get something going here. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. And another foul ball. Swung on and chopped up the middle. Gloved by Castro. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
First baseman number 21, James Loney.
James Loney will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ballgame.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
And it's quickly 0-2. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, some guys use the fastball to get to 2 strikes and then use something else to get you out. Not this guy. He works backwards here and winds up getting them with back-to-back fastballs in the end.
In now, Steven Souza, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Boy, it's been a good, solid inning so far out of the pen.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the Rays. Score holds, it's 3-1. Alex Colomé is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Alex Colomé.
Byron Buxton will stand in. They've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. The 0-1. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Swing and a miss as it's dropped behind the plate. Conger has it. So not the start to the inning he was looking for as he got the strikeout, but the runner reaches anyway. Trace Thompson comes to the plate here, and we'll see how they play it with that leadoff man on base.
Yeah, and in this situation, you've got to move that runner to second any way you can. So we're going to see how they decide to play it right here.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Chopped in front of home plate. Gonna be a tough play. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
First baseman number 25.
Will Myers Strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. First pitch on its way. This one's flared toward left center. Florimon onto the grass. Makes the play, and there are two gone now.
Boy, he had to go a long way into the outfield to make this play. I kept thinking he was going to get called off, but he must have kept shouting for it. So he stays with it and pulls it in.
Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 5 on the year as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Yeah, and that home run might just earn their closer an extra day of rest right here. That makes this a 4-run game now, and with the top of the 9th looming, it would make that a non-save situation. So I wouldn't be surprised if he just stays out there in the bullpen at least until anybody gets on.
Joey Gallo will stand in, and I've got to think these add-on runs here will really make it difficult to come back from.
And that's how they've done it all game long. They haven't really had a big inning yet, just a lot of 1s and 2s, but those will add up.
Throw on Deloney will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. The Yankees get a couple on the 2-run home run. Last chance for the Rays coming up. It's 5-1 Yanks. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Hank Conger, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Betances sets. Here's the 0-2. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, that's a hat trick for him now. His 3rd strikeout in the game, and I think the one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to go down looking. That's almost like admitting you're beat. That's a sinking feeling in that guy's stomach.
Kevin Kiermaier comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Credit where credit's due. This guy's done a good job out of the bullpen.
No question. He's been able to hold that lead, and these guys really haven't threatened him at all.
Hit hard up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single. Logan Forsythe stands in. Was locked up on strike 3 in his last trip.
Well, a rough day so far. He's already got a hat trick, so I think it would be nice just to see him put some wood on it.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. There's the knuckle curve laid off. 1-1. Runners on first with 1 down. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Buxton is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Pedro Florimon makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
That's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Puig moves over, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, he had to work 2 full innings to get it done, so he might be a little more sore than usual tomorrow, but he's going to take it as he finishes this thing off and earns the save.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, really a dominating performance out there. Look at all the strikeouts. I mean, they just couldn't touch him.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Yankees come out on top, 5-1. So long from the Bronx.
Our final line score this afternoon.
The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starino got the W while striking out over the Rays, 5-1 AL East. The Rays are in fourth place as they grab the win against the visiting Athletics, 9-2. Looking at the standings, the Blue Jays are in first place in the AL East. The A's sit in last place in the American League West Division. The Kansas City Royals combined for a 4-hitter as they took down the visiting Orioles, 5-4. Right now, the Royals are in fourth place in the AL Central. The Orioles sit in second place in the American League East Division. The Red Sox cracked 14 hits overall as they got a win over the Astros in Houston, 10-2. Heading into today, the Astros sit in first place in the American League West Division. The Red Sox sit in last place in the American League East Division. The White Sox were winners over the visiting Rangers, 3-2. At the moment, the White Sox sit in fourth place in the American League Central Division. The Rangers sit in fourth place in the American League West. Anibal Sanchez collected win number 3 this year, helping the Tigers take care of the Indians, 2-1. Looking at the standings, the Tigers are leading the American League Central Division. The Indians sit in third place in the American League Central. The Angels put together 10 hits total as they took down the visiting Mariners 5-0. Right now, the Angels are in second place in the AL West. The Mariners are in third place in the AL West. The Atlanta Braves pitched well, allowing 3 hits as they got the best of the visiting Mets, 2-1. Heading into today, the Braves sit in last place in the National League East. The Mets are in second place in the NL East. Joe Ross grabbed the victory with his 10 Ks as Washington defeated the Twins 3-2. At the moment, the Nationals sit in first place in the National League East Division. The Twins sit in second place in the AL Central Division. The Reds knocked out 10 hits as a team as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 6-2. Looking at the standings, the Reds are in fourth place in the NL Central. The Cubs are in third place in the NL Central. Charlie Morton got his 3rd win this season, leading Philadelphia to the victory over the Brewers, 4-1. As of today, the Brewers are in last place in the NL Central. The Phillies are in 3rd place in the NL East. Gregory Polanco was clutch with the bat in his hands, driving in 5 runs on 3 hits, as the Pirates got the win against the Diamondbacks, 9-4. Heading into today, the Diamondbacks are in 4th place in the NL West. The Pirates are atop the NL Central. The Colorado Rockies grabbed 13 hits in the game as they got the best of the Dodgers at home 10-7. At the moment, the Rockies are in second place in the NL West. The Dodgers are in third place in the NL West. The San Diego Padres snapped their 5-game losing streak as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 3-2. Looking at the standings, the Padres sit in last place in the National League West Division. The Cardinals sit in second place in the National League Central. The Marlins totaled 13 hits as a team as they dismantled the Giants 10-1. As of today, the Giants are in first place in the NL West. The Marlins sit in fourth place in the National League East Division. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back here tomorrow and all season long.